While most Kirby games are released near the tail end of their console's life cycle, Nintendo decided to kick off the Switch's second year right, with a new action platformer featuring the pink, puffy protagonist. Kirby Star Allies is cute and colorful, bright and bombastic. While it's not very challenging and it's best enjoyed with friends, even solo players will find lots to love. An evil power is at work, causing shards of the demon heart to corrupt Kirby's friends. You must chase it down and save the galaxy. As the title suggests, Kirby Star Allies is all about teamwork. As you fight your way from planet to planet, you can team up with up to 3 computer-controlled or real-world companions. That's right, let the couch co-op renaissance begin. In typical fashion, Kirby has the option to suck up and absorb enemy powers. Classics like Beam, Sword, and Cutter return, along with new abilities like Artist, Staff, and Spider. But now, in addition to taking on copy abilities, you can also throw a heart at enemies to befriend them and have them join your crew. While playing solo, you'll have to decide which abilities to take on, as you also manage your team's roster, swapping companions in and out as you wish for maximum effect. Although your companion AI is well designed and intelligent enough to rely on when needed, there's nothing like experiencing the game with real-world friends. Developer HAL Laboratories adds plenty of impressive and clever ways to maximize multiplayer mischief. At times, all human-controlled players are forced to team up to control a wheel, bridge, train, or flying shooting machine in tandem. Players sharing control of these contraptions can make for some hilarity and forces you to communicate with your pals. Fighting alongside companions with constantly rotating powers is incredibly fun. Nearly every ability Kirby and friends wield has a surprising deep moveset on its own, but the game takes the variety to a whole nother level, as you're also allowed to mix friends' abilities, a skill first seen in Kirby Squeak Squad. At any time, Kirby and friends can hold up on the thumbstick to request that allies add their ability elements to their own. Slashing at enemies with a whip is good. Having an ally add fire to grant you the Sizzle Whip for more attack power is even better. There's a good variety of interesting levels here. Although relatively simple in their layout, they are clearly lovingly crafted. Each 3D backdrop is bright and beautiful, featuring some of the best water and light effects I've seen on the Switch to date. No Kirby game thus far has looked as polished and detailed. The Kirby franchise is known for its peppy, upbeat, and incredible music, and this entry lives up to the pedigree. On top of new tunes, hidden levels feature some nostalgia-inducing throwbacks. Listening to these chiptune remasters was one of my favorite parts of the game. With so many over-the-top abilities and ally choices at my disposal, I couldn't help but feel overpowered. Most enemies go down after only a few hits, and they definitely don't stand a chance against a squad of powerful allies. Late game bosses provided a bit more of a challenge, and I did expend a life or two, falling to their more powerful attacks. But most of the time, I had 50 plus lives with no real concern of running low. While some may view easy games in a negative light, I don't share that sentiment. Kirby games aren't about tackling scores of enemies or getting beat down by super difficult bosses. They're about enjoying the experience, everything from its superb music to its dazzling visuals to its almost calming platforming rhythm. As you complete story mode, you'll unlock extra modes including Guest Star Allies Go, where you can play the campaign as one of Kirby's many friends and try to clear the game as fast as you can while collecting strength, speed, and health stats. The ultimate choice is a boss rush mode, where you select a team composition and try to beat more bosses at increasingly intense difficulty levels. Disappointingly, there's only 2 multiplayer-centric minigames included as extra content. One tasks you to cut down trees as quickly as possible, and the other is a home run contest. Both allow you to choose a difficulty level, but they are so simple and shallow, I wonder if they could keep players' attention for more than a few rounds, probably never to be touched again. If there was one more strong point of criticism, it would have to be that Kirby Star Allies' bite-sized levels are broken up into even smaller areas, separated by significantly long loading screens. Each time your team moves through a classic star door, you're greeted with a patterned color splash and game tip. Again, this is an archaic design that happens far too often and breaks up the flow of the game enough to be a significant nuisance. Kirby Star Allies is a great action platforming experience that shines during couch co-op. It's literally bursting at the seams with outstanding abilities, music, and animations. Although it's definitely a casual platformer with a few rough design choices, I thoroughly enjoyed the experience from start to finish. Kirby Star Allies multiplayer-centric gameplay makes it a surefire win if you're planning to play with friends. Although mechanically rooted in the past, the game delivers plenty of new and clever ideas to keep players interested and please returning fans. We give Kirby Star Allies 4 out of 5 stars.
Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, check out some of our other videos, and visit thenintendovillage.com, your home for everything Nintendo.